So I do a lot of on location shoots. So I'm out in the world. And I would say my biggest, I guess, ick pet peeve is when people start asking me about my gear or about my experience.
Really?
And I'm like, I am literally in the middle of taking a shot. And when people are like, oh, what kind of camera is that? I'm like, edge of your seat fun.
You guys can lift the just be careful, it's sacked already.
You know, maybe I'm not the best person for that.
Oh, wait, this is all, and I guess.
I know, I was like,
Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna sit a little bit.
Ashleigh, you can start.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, Ashleigh, yes, IG is you, sir.
So do you want me to pull the,
Pull your name.
yeah, ASHLEIGH. Okay. Pull a question
Yeah, full question and block.
and a block.
And block.
Pull a block first.
Shit.
I'm already ruining it.
Also, if it falls, do we just rebuild it?
Do we yell, dang off? All right. What's one thing you're still discovering about your creative identity?
That is a great question. I would say something that I'm discovering about my creative identity is that I tend to be an overthinker. And I feel like that translates to some of my projects, but it helps because it comes with being detail-oriented, kind of thinking of things before they happen, but also just remembering that sometimes simplicity is powerful too. So I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and that's what our conversation was about, is that sometimes simplicity is just as powerful as anything else. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about these days now, because I've been overthinking everything, even just showing back up on socials, knowing what to put out, all the things. So I'm just trying to simplify kind of just everything on the back end, just because I feel like this is a season of my life where things just need to be more simple and just not complicated. Yeah. Okay, so I get really competitive at Jenga. But I don't always make the right choice. So we're going to see. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Perfect. What's your biggest ick during a shoot?
Oh, man. So I do a lot of on location shoots. So I'm out in the world. And I would say my biggest, I guess, ick pet peeve is when people start asking me about my gear or about my experience.
Really?
And I'm like, I am literally in the middle of taking a shot. And when people are like, oh, what kind of camera is that? I'm like, are they so for real right now?
But then they also say, once they find that out, they say, oh, your camera takes really great pictures.
Oh, that part. Like, oh, I guess the camera is here working, you know? It's so irritating. And I think that people just lack self-awareness. Like, I wouldn't ask, I don't know. I wouldn't ask someone that. I'm not going to ask a videographer like, oh, well, tell me about your lenses or what are the frames per second? Like, what? It's just, it throws you off a little bit. And it's also like, I'm clearly here doing a job. Like, catch me on the down time when I'm like in the back drinking some water, like not when I'm literally in the middle of taking a shot. Like, that will never not irritate me. It's the lack of self-awareness.
Yeah, no, definitely understand.
Yeah.
Definitely understand that. Yeah, it's like, I've never really thought of the X for shoots, but that's a really good question. But I know I have those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially for on location. Yeah. Do you prefer shooting in a studio or on location?
Most of what I do is event oriented, so it's on location anyway. Studio stuff is fun. But I think I'm used to just like being out there, you know, like maneuvering and trying to get the shot. And yeah, so I have more experience on location versus being in the studio. Yeah. What about you?
I would say I started off as being like an on location person. That's what I loved. But then once I got my studio, I became a studio person.
Okay.
And I think I love that because I don't have to do much moving.
And everything's right here. Yeah.
So, you know, you don't have to worry about weather, rain, humidity, all the things. So yeah, I think I've come to love studio or just shooting indoors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it different. There's definitely pluses. Yeah, pluses to it. All right. Let's see. Wait, you gotta play your piece.
Oh, I have to put my piece.
Wait, how do you
Well, that's crazy. Have I ever played Jenga before?
Wait, I don't know. You're supposed to restack.
Okay.
Yeah, your piece.
So you kept,
Have I played Jenga before?
I've seen it.
Okay, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. All right.
Did not know the It's like you bonus.
Let's make a messy out. Okay. What's something you've outgrown that you're still holding on to creatively?
What is something that I've outgrown that I'm still holding on to creatively? That's an interesting question. It is. I think this is going to kind of tie in with the first question that you asked me about creative identity. I think I'm still holding on to my old creative identity. Because when I started in 2016, 2017. I actually started as Snaps by Ash Photography.
Cute.
Created that name in my college dorm room.
Snaps by Ash, yes, naturally.
It was just very cute.
Yeah.
And I think the way that I showed up was different. But then I feel like I'm in such a whole different era and phase of my life.
Yeah.
And so much is changing that I guess I never expected. And I'm kind of being challenged in different ways.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of being challenged to be this new person. Essentially, still, my core values are still the same, of course, but I'm kind of being stretched in other ways. And I think I'm still trying to hold on to that old identity. And it's kind of been tough for me to show up on socials because it's like everybody knows me as the old Ashleigh.
Yeah.
But it's like because I've been offline for so long, I'm kind of stepping into this new, almost like this new creative identity. But how do I even showcase that? Yeah, that's kind of what I've been stuck on. Honestly, I feel like God is calling me to higher, but I'm just a little nervous.
Yeah.
Why, you know, because it's all new things, and yeah.
Do you have a different name?
And right now, that's Snaps by Ashley.
Yeah.
I changed to Ashleigh Jean Creative.
Yeah. Okay.
When I would go places, and maybe this is something you experienced too with your being Ashleigh. People would always ask me at networking events, "What's your name?" And I'm like, Ashleigh.
Yeah.
And you know, it's such a common name.
Yeah.
So I would say Ashleigh Jean, and people are like, "Oh, what's your last name?" And I'm like, Jean is my last name.
So like, but I just said it.
Yeah, but I just said it. So I was
okay.
like, I thought it was like a Southern thing, because you know how they do like Sally Mae or like Mary Beth,
Oh, like a middle?
Kelly Ann, yeah, that type of thing. So
Interesting.
everybody would always comment and say, "You have really smooth names." So I was like, you know what?
It's smooth.
It's smooth.
It's the meat.
So this is my new business name, and
Okay.
I'm creative. So
So you're trying to figure out like what's the new identity associated with the name change.
yeah, so I changed my name back in 2023, and now we're in 2025, and I had an idea of what it looked like then.
Yeah.
But I've taken about like a year hiatus from
Oh.
showing up on socials.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
No.
Very unexpected.
Life happens.
Yep. Thought I was only going to be gone for 2 weeks, and it's already been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm just trying to navigate how to navigate that.
Yeah.
Just getting back on, and just this new season that I'm in, because I feel like I'm kind of being called to things that are much more than me being a photographer. So
Yeah.
it's just really interesting to navigate that.
No. Yeah. Okay. I say it.
How do you want to take this?
Get the hay scare. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Will she do it?
You know what? Can I like move this piece right?
I think so. I think you can. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Here you are. Okay.
So what do we have? Let's talk legacy.
Wow.
What's one thing you hope to pass on to the next generation of creatives?
Oh my gosh. That is not a casual question.
I know.
Oh wow.
Take some time to think about it, because that's deep.
I would say this is something that I believe not just for creatives, but for everyone, is that you have to live life for you and no one else. Not your family, not your parents, not your kids. You have to live life for you. And I would say that I learned this lesson when my dad passed away. And my dad was an immigrant, very strict. Like, you know, you should go down this path. Like, you should be a doctor. You should do these things.
Immigrant. I'm like come from an immigrant family.
Yeah, my dad's from India, and you know, typical things like doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Same.
And yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I just never wanted to go down that path. And I just remember like graduating from college, and my dad was like, okay, you know, what are you gonna do now? And I was like, oh, we're gonna do a little gap year, which turned into like several years. And he's like, well, what are you going to do? And I just knew I didn't want to take that path. And so I think honestly, when he did pass away, I was in like a transitional period. I was deciding like whether I was going to go to grad school or what I was going to do. And I think it just shifted everything for me. I was like, why would I pursue something I don't want to do? Like, I was going to do that. I was going to pursue higher education, higher education for him. And I was like, he's not even here anymore. You know, and as crass as that sounds, it just made sense to me to really do what I wanted to do. And I think that deep down, he would want me to do what I wanted to do, but it was hard for him to break free from like these cultural shackles, you know, and he didn't follow this strict path either, but it was still so ingrained in him, like, no, my kids need to do this. And so I think it's so important to just do what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, you have to go to sleep with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to wake up with yourself. You have to be with yourself every second of every day. And if you're doing something for other people, I think you can become resentful. I think you can start to hate what you're doing. And then, you know, you have this crisis and you're like, I should have done, I should have, would have, could have. And I feel really blessed to have experienced that like pretty early in my life. And it's sad that it had to come through like losing a parent to realize I have to do what's best for me. I have to live my life for me. I have to be authentic to me. And I tell younger people that all the time. I especially tell other South Asian people that too, you know, that I know what your parents want you to do, but like at the end of the day, what is going to make you happy? What is going to fulfill you? What's going to make your heart soar? What's going to make you feel excited? And I think that's just the biggest piece of advice that's so integral to who I am as a person. And I feel like if I didn't take that leap, I wouldn't be sitting here with you talking today. You know, I probably wouldn't have pursued photography or done it in the way that I did, and maybe I would have kept it as like a side thing, but I went full force, you know. And I just truly believe in people following their passions and following their heart.
I love that. That's such a great one. And I didn't realize we had such synergies between our stories. Yes, I also come from an immigrant household.
Haitian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my last name.
Yes, yeah. I was like, has to be Haiti.
Yes.
Yeah, and are both your parents?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had it from two sides.
Yeah, both sides. Yeah, both came over from Haiti in the 80s, and it's just always been, I had the choice to either be a lawyer, engineer, doctor, or nurse. And I originally wanted to be a doctor growing up. Yeah. And then switched to physical therapy when I found out I was not the best at chemistry. And I said, I said, no, let me switch it up.
Yeah.
And also just work-life balance. Yeah, I was always thinking about lifestyle choices. Yeah. I never wanted a job to consume me. Yes. And as somebody who wants a family one day, I was like, if I'm a doctor, I just hear all these stories about
when do you see your family?
Yeah, when you see your family, when do you have to do fun stuff? Yeah, just live your life. So I kind of took that leap in 2016. Yay. And
what was the reception from your family?
My dad was not pleased for it. I got the camera in 2016. Yeah. Started working full time in a sports medicine physical therapy clinic. Oh. It was right before COVID became a thing. Is when I was like, I'm gonna do photography full time. Wow. Yeah. And I was in the midst of applying for med school. Yeah. Got rejected. Yeah. The first time. It was rough. And one of the schools that I was applying to at the time, that was like my top school. I'm gonna bring this all back full circle, which is crazy. So got rejected from that school, and I was like, no, let me try again. And in the midst of trying again, that's when I decided to go full time. My dad wasn't pleased. he was like, how are you going to survive? Like, you don't know
Yeah.
how much income you're bringing in each month. Like,
It's a question mark.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just never know. But my mom was all for it. And she
Yeah.
was the one who bought me that camera,
Aw.
you know? So
Yeah.
I think she always kind of was trying to push me just to be smart about it, but she was
Yeah.
never kind of like bring it down. So fast forward to now.
Yeah.
I work a corporate job, which I wasn't looking for. And it is at the same school that I applied to.
Wow.
And come to find out, they will cover grad school for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'd always wanted to pursue higher education, like what you said.
Yeah.
And so I decided to apply for grad school and made it in. But now I'm studying something that is related to what I want to do as opposed to something else. So what you said kind of really resonated with me because it's like, don't live your
chose-
life for others. I
Yeah.
text myself
Yeah.
because I'm the one who has to live with my decisions every day. Nobody else is going to walk in my shoes. You know?
Yes.
So, yeah. No, thank you for sharing that. That means a lot.
Thank you for sharing too.
Of course.
Tell me, what is your grad program?
Yeah, so I'm getting my MBA with a focus in brand management and marketing.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
I
shit.
have fallen in love with branding
Yes.
and marketing because I want to help people tell their stories.
Yeah.
But also in a way that helps them build their businesses. So I want to use data. I want to use numbers. I want to really calculate how they're getting their ROI working with my company. So it's amazing. That's my journey right now. I just started and, life's a little crazy trying to juggle all three.
Yeah.
But I know God has me on this path for a reason. Like the full circle I do is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how kind of it turned out.
Wow, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my eyes like watering.
And not just I'll be fine. I know. I was like a little teary, but okay. All right, so what are you sitting for?
What are we? Okay.
I wonder who out of between the two of us is gonna
Knock it over?
Yeah. I feel like it might be.
I guess we'll see.
All right, yeah.
Let's shake it up.
Okay. Question.
Oh, that's a long one.
How do you build trust with people in front of the camera, especially those who aren't used to being photographed?
So,
Another deep one.
yes. So it's kind of part of my framework, essentially. I'm really intentional with who I shoot with.
Yes.
So I have this whole process where people have to send an inquiry.
I was going to ask if it's like a question mark.
So people have told me that my inquiry form is pretty extensive. They were like, "Are you the CIA or something?"
Yes.
I'm like, "Yeah."
You're like, this is
Yeah. So I have them fill out a questionnaire, and then from there I decide, okay, are we a good fit or not a good fit, just based off of what they tell me. And some of the questions that I ask are, why is now the time?
Oh.
Yeah, because there has to be some reason why you are reaching out now.
Right now.
And then why me? Like, what drew you to my work? And the answers that I get are so interesting, but that ultimately kind of like connects me with the person that reached out. Like, why were they drawn to my work?
Yeah.
Is it something that I said online that they connected to? Like, there's always some type of synergy there. And then and then once I get on that discovery call with them, kind of get to know a little bit more about them, really see like what their goals are with their project. If I feel like it's a good fit, I'm like, okay, let's move on with the process.
Yeah.
And I do this thing called a creative strategy call, and then a brand vision discovery form.
So is this specifically for like branding photography, or what kind of clients are you specifically talking about?
I guess that'll help if I share that.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm a brand photographer and headshots, but like my main thing I want to be known for is branding. And I also shoot events, but I feel like I get more intimate with those branding.
Oh, yeah.
events. So I feel like it's a big insight telling, but also it's telling a story. So that brand vision discovery form is really meant for me to know them like deeper at their core. Like I want to know why you started your business and why are you doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
There has to be some driving force behind you.
Yeah.
And I always tell everybody, like, there can be a million photographers in a room, but everybody is going to have a different story as to what drives them and what got started. So once I get those answers from that form, we get on an hour-long call, and this is where we really just dive deep.
Oh, wow.
Talking over the questions from the form. And I realized that this part of the process is what really gets for us to know each other. I let them come as you are. You don't have to come polished. Like, if you're in a bonnet, like, I don't care.
Come with your bonnet.
Come with your bonnet on. Bring your wine. Like, do what you have to do. And I think having that meeting ahead of time before the shoot allows me to really get comfortable with them, and they feel comfortable with me to a point where they can kind of share their vulnerabilities with me, so that even when I'm capturing, I know, like, she had told me this, and while on the call, this is something that I should watch out for, or she just went on a whole weight loss journey and lost 100 pounds, and this is, she's trying to find herself. And so it's little things like this that really helps me to get comfortable and just get to know my clients on a much deeper level. And I'm just really big on relationships. So on the shoot, I really like to keep in contact, with them. But I feel like doing that beforehand really helps. And then playing music on set.
Yeah.
Such a music girly.
I love it.
Yeah, so I always have them prepare a playlist.
Yeah.
I want to. And if not, I have just based off their vibe I put a playlist together, and there's one question on my form that I asked them. I asked them if you could choose a song to describe your brand, what song would that be? So that always gives me a good idea of their personality as well.
Wow.
Because I don't know, music is just such a special
connector,
thing.
yeah.
It's a connector.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of curate things, and people just feel really comfortable behind the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so thorough. Yeah, branding photography is pretty thorough because you do really need to intimately know whose story you're gonna capture.
Yeah.
So I think that's super dope that you get to know people so much, because for me, when I do events, like I'm not really talking to people, it's like, hey, snapping. But when I am in studio, I would say having conversations, or even just talking to people, and I look at people's like micro movements a lot, and I can tell when people are like really tight in the shoulders, or they're not really breathing. I'm like, take a deep breath, like let's breathe
Relax
together.
your shoulders.
Yeah, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. So stuff like that.
It's crazy that we see that as photographers.
Yeah,
Because they're such
it's so
little
tiny,
subtle things.
Yeah, but it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Or when people are smiling, or if they're laughing, and you can see that they're not like opening their mouth a lot. It's like trying to get them to. I always try to get people to laugh, especially if they're a little more uptight,
Reserved,
or like reserved. Or I ask them about themselves, because who doesn't love talking about themselves? So yeah, it's so interesting to hear everyone's process. Some people are pretty hands off, and some people are really like, no, I want to know.
Yeah,
all the
I'm one of
things.
those that I want to know, because that helps me with like putting together that creative
Yeah.
vision to really bring that out of a person, to really tell their story. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
thank you.
I love that. All right. Harry?
I feel like this is not. Yeah, I knew it.
Maybe we can like.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
Just a little gentle taps.
Oh, right. I'm just back up.
Yay.
Okay. Jenga.
See. Film or digital, and why?
Oh my god. I mean, yes, sort of. I mean, yes. I started in film. That's what got me loving photography, was taking a film class in high school, and that's when I knew. That's when I told my parents, I'm gonna be a photographer, and that's when my dad was like your little friends are influencing you, and I'm like, no, I influenced myself. Like this is what I want to do, and so I would say film is always going to have a special place in my heart. Like developing your own film, not knowing what it's going to look like is always exciting. I just recently got I have a few like these disposable cameras, but I feel like they're coming back. All the kids want. Yeah,
right there.
It's an expensive hobby. Oh my gosh, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And not even every place develops film now, so. Yeah, I want to I have been doing the disposable cameras, but I want to get back to like my SLR, like actually manually having to do the lighting and making sure, you know, everything's good. So getting back into that. So that will always have a special place. And there's just something about film that's like, I don't know. It gives you a feeling. Like it's really emotional when you look at it, you know, like it evokes so much.
Yeah.
So yes, film for sure.
Yeah.
For what I do now, digital just makes sense. You know, doing really fast-paced events. Like you got to look at it, you got to review it. The client wants to review it. They want it today. They want it yesterday. So yeah, digital definitely has a place. I love being able to edit using different tools. I use Lightroom all the time.
Love Lightroom.
Yeah. Photoshop if I need to, but I think there's a place for each. I love when people do both.
Yes.
I love when people are like, all right, well, I just have one roll of film, and so it's just it's going to be very specific images that you get on film, and so I think
intentional.
It's very intentional because you're like, what? You're not just like, you know, like spray and pray.
Yeah,
you know, where you're like, I'm just shooting whatever. But it's more like, let me capture this particular moment on film because it's a special moment. It looks cool. So
I love that.
yeah,
I
both. You gotta do both. Both.
Gotta do both.
Both.
I love that. I definitely want to get into film more.
Yes.
I'll definitely be contacting you.
Yeah.
I love film, and I've been starting off with the disposable cameras, but I actually want to get a foldable camera.
Yes.
Learn how to do all of
Load the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Scary.
Yeah, and it's
Sometimes you'll mess it up and you're like, I just destroyed that entire room. But that's part of the process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can learn like so many lessons from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes
okay to
you
make mistakes.
Yeah, and it makes you slow down.
Yeah.
It makes you slow all the way down, and you don't even feel the need to just double shoot.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I trust it.
Yeah.
I got it. Right? I got it.
Yeah.
It gives you more confidence.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yay. All right. Wait.
Your turn.
You asked me that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I forgot.
I'm losing track over here. You know, these hot lights. Whew. I'm losing it. Okay. Let's see. What's a moment you wish you had your camera for? I think it's supposed to say. What's a moment you wish you had your camera for but didn't?
That I wish I had my camera for that didn't.
Oh.
Well, that's I have to do like a deep dive into my thoughts.
Get into those thoughts. Wait.
I don't know what I wish I had my camera for. Didn't.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
That's a tough one.
So I feel like I
You're
bring
gonna
my
be
camera
everywhere. What about pre cell phone? Like
pre me becoming a photographer, maybe.
pre you becoming a photographer, pre having a camera in your pocket, aka a cell phone. Maybe in your younger days.
I wish travel. Yeah, I think travels. It's two memories that are coming to mind. And they're not specific memories, but overall memories. I used to be a basketball player, big on basketball.
Wow.
Yeah. And parts of me actually wishes that I would have like a camera on me to capture like all these different, like not playing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I had film of me, like, you know, like a whole highlight mixtape.
Yeah.
I do wish I had that. But like me and my teammates, we travel all over the country, honestly, just playing ball. And I feel like there are so many moments of like friendship and all these things, kind of just to capture the behind the scenes of being an athlete. I think would have been so cool.
That is really dope.
Yeah.
Because it's a very specific perspective.
Yeah. And I feel like we would of course use our cell phones, but I don't even think cell phones were really capturing pictures that great. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
and I'm talking like I'm older,
No.
but having a camera I think would have been so cool to just like capture us on the road, us road tripping, because we did a lot of road tripping, a lot of stuff together. And even when I was a track and field athlete, I think that would have been so cool to have the camera on me and just those are really great memories.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have enough coverage from. So yeah.
Yeah, that is like interesting that it's so accessible now. And so you're like, oh yeah, I always capture everything.
It's so interesting. And then like family moments, I would say. Because I'm around my family all the time, I may not always bring my camera with me.
Yeah, I would say family moments.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think you just take it for granted. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll just do it later. Or, we'll do this holiday. And you just never know,
Yeah.
And it's how everyone is going to be there.
Exactly.
I know.
Photos are so important these days because I always see this post always floating around online every once in a while that says, and I hope I don't strike a nerve with this either, but when you have a loved one that passes away, photos are the only thing that you have left.
Yeah.
Sometimes from
Oh, that's so real.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
feel like taking photos is so important, which is why I always bring my camera with me every
Yeah.
because I want to capture the memories.
Yeah.
You just never know.
No, it's so real. I feel like I would annoy my parents sometimes, taking pictures, but now I'm like, I'm so glad that I would because I have memories, of my dad. Like the last holidays we had together, I remember my dad was just like, there's literally pictures of him being like, get out of here. But, I'm
paparazzi.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I just like inserted myself and just did it because you don't know like when you're going to see that person. And I think it's so important to just do that for ourselves, for other people too, because sometimes they come back and they're like, do you have pictures from that day? Yes, I have the photos. I'm the only one that took the pictures, so yes, I have them,
We're the historians.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
yeah, I love that too.
Okay, let's see. What piece am I going for?
Which piece? Oh, you're going, okay. We're rebuilding from the top.
Does that count?
It didn't fully fall. You could probably just slide those back in there. You could restack them.
I was hoping if I pulled it quick, it
wouldn't count. Okay.
It wouldn't fall.
Okay.
But that didn't work too well.
I think there was one here. Or we can just, we'll just start over.
Oh, right, because I have to put this one back up there. Yes. Oh my gosh. Guys.
Oh, she's a little unstable.
See, the hands being too big for the job.
No, I was like, no. It's real narrow at the top.
This is a long one. I see. Okay. What's something you're still figuring out how to say out loud in your work or your story? I was doing this yesterday.
Something I'm figuring out how to say out loud. Wait, can you read that? Can we repeat that?
Yeah, let's redo that.
Okay.
What's something you're still figuring out how to say out loud in your work or your story?
In my work or my story?
That's a really great question.
Sometimes I think I struggle with just expressing how much of a boss ass bitch I am.
Girl, me too. Me too.
No, but really, I think just expressing how much of a feat it is to be a small business owner in these days and times. And to continue to, live through to thrive, to live through the pandemic and to say, yes, I own my own business I feel like I say it in just a very responsive way, but I'm not really internalizing it. I'm not really thinking about it.
Yeah.
So just saying, I'm a business owner. I'm a small business. I'm a service provider. I do this, I do that. And sometimes I think I play too small and I should preaching to the choir, right?
Literally preaching to the choir.
Yes. And so just I think speaking more with authority too.
Yes.
And not questioning myself because I am the expert. I've been doing this for almost 20 years.
Yes.
Honestly.
And you have the receipt.
Yeah, I have receipts.
Yes.
Sometimes when I look at I don't know if they call it bylines for photographers, but you look and see like where a photo's been published or what brands have I worked with, and I'm amazed, if I looked back when I took photography classes in community college after undergrad. And we had to write a list of like dream clients and stuff. And now I look back at that list and a lot of those dream clients are current clients. And you just have to keep it into perspective that the life that you're living now is
Yes.
the life that you once yearned for, you dreamed about. And just speaking it with confidence and just really saying that, and not in a braggadocious way, but in a very matter of fact.
Yeah.
I does this
Yes.
kind of way.
Yes.
So,
Period.
so I think that, as women of color, I think that we just keep ourselves small sometimes,
Yeah.
and we need to take up space.
Yeah, that's literally
Take up space, take up more space.
what I would say too.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with somebody yesterday.
Yeah.
They were like, what is holding you back? And I'm like, I think
Myself.
I think
Yeah.
I'm playing small. And
Yeah.
I was looking through some galleries I delivered like years ago. And in my Pixie set, because I was just going,
Yes.
for something.
We
and I
love
was
to look
like,
back at the Pixie set.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness.
Looking at the growth, or
Looking at the growth, and like I have this folder, I call it my words of encouragement folder. So anytime anybody says something like that just really like touches me,
you write it down.
I either write it down or I
Yeah.
put it inside that folder. It's in my it's on my phone. I'll like screenshot it. Like this week I got a couple of really amazing Google reviews, and it just reminded me like,
So sweet.
I am a girl.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget that.
Yeah.
And what I left that meeting, that conversation with that person was like, sometimes because I am downplaying myself and playing small,
Yeah.
I'm not asking for the things that I need, even when it comes to pricing projects or doing things. So my homework moving forward from yesterday was having the audacity to ask.
The audacity.
The audacity, because I feel like I have lost my audacity because of the overthinking, but like the receipts are there, you know?
I saw the Pixie set receipts,
The receipts are there, everything is there, and I just have to remember, like,
Yeah.
and yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us see. Oh my gosh, they're melting. Okay. Oh. This is for both of us. What are the different ways each of you stays inspired?
I think mine is through traveling. Traveling, and as of recently, I realized connecting with people. Like, I didn't go to networking events for a while just because I felt really burnt out, and that I was everywhere.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I would see people everywhere, so I'm like, I got to take a break. But I went to a networking event this week that I was capturing, actually.
Oh.
And I left there really inspired. It's like, I really need to get back in my bag, like my creative bag.
Yeah.
But also just traveling, because I think going to different places around the world really opens up your mind to so many things. You see perspectives, and so I think, and this is something I've also I've been doing a lot of deep work recently. That's something I realized is I really want to travel more for leisure instead of traveling for work, because I travel for work almost every week. I feel like I'm
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a different city every weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Every week, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's always for work. I need to do some leisure travel, and I feel like my creativity is just gonna soar once I have time to really just relax and really indulge the environment. I love it. Yeah. So, what about you?
Dope. Oh man. Yes. My first initial thought was I like to follow different types of people on social media. And I feel like if I'm going to be scrolling, I should be inspired while I'm scrolling. So I will follow other photographers, makeup artists. I was previously a makeup artist when I was when I was starting my career.
Love that.
Yeah. So I feel like that having that and just having still like such a love and a passion for makeup. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see people's creativity come out when they're doing their own makeup or doing it on someone else. And so I love following makeup artists, painters, sculptures, mixed media artists. Just seeing other creative processes is really cool. Oh, even like chefs. I love even just going to a restaurant, sitting at the chef's table, sitting at an open kitchen, just watching the process is so, it's almost like you can see them like being meditative, and it's meditative watching them, create raw ingredients and then creating an amazing dish.
Yes.
So that, I think, seeing other creatives in their processes is really big for me.
Yeah.
Another thing, I think also, travel.
Yeah.
I would say travel is huge. I've also traveled a lot for work. I worked with a travel company for a long time. So doing that, I think, is just amazing. Being able to be in a different place, like being in a different country and experiencing some cool stuff, but also capturing it and having conversations with people and finding out why they're there. Kind of doing the inquiry that you do on your branding shoots and finding out, why did you take this trip? Why now? Why did you bring the person that you brought? Why did you come alone?
Yeah.
What did you want to see? What did you want to get out of this? Is this a dream destination? Just learning about what makes people really excited about seeing the world. Talking to different people from different countries is so huge. Even doing domestic travel and leisure travel. Domestically, I think is so cool. I want to go to every state and see. I want to try different foods from every place. And so,
are you even foodie? Like you're a foodie?
I am a foodie.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. So just trying things in different places. Just going outside the house and working from home can be really isolating sometimes. So just even changing your environment, taking a walk around the block, just looking at the birds. I don't know. Just sometimes nature can be so refreshing, and you feel how small you are in this whole vast world. So. Just enjoying and taking note of the little things.
Yeah. Have you seen Chef's Table?
No.
On Netflix.
I need to. Yeah.
I feel like, because it just brought something else into my mind about the creativity.
Yeah.
Watching stuff like that. Even like music videos.
Oh, yeah.
And I, like growing up, even watching them.
I love music videos and live music. I would say live music is something I do. I love to photograph, but I also just love to absorb it. Be. I love to just absorb the energy of live music too. Yeah. I always feel really inspired.
Right there with you.
Yeah.
Favorite concert you've been to?
Favorite concert?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What? Oh man. I would say there's different categories, right? So there's really small, intimate shows, and then there's big stadium shows. Really high up there for the stadium shows. Obviously, it's got to be Beyonce.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna
I mean, Beyonce can perform her ass off.
I haven't seen her in concert yet.
Oh my God.
No, I'm bugging you.
For real?
For real.
That's wild. You gotta catch her.
Anybody out there that's trying to give me a free ticket?
Get you a free ticket. Or same
Please.
day. Sometimes
Same day
it's the same day. Get them tickets. But she outdoes herself. She's competitive against herself at this point.
love that.
Yeah. So it's really like the production value is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I would say she blows it out the water. Small, intimate shows. There's several, but I would say Hiatus Coyote is one of my favorite bands. So, oh my God, love them. Love them and Little Dragon. They've always put on amazing shows, and I love seeing them in really small venues because you're just like a few feet away. You can just see and feel the energy. So, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. What about you? Favorite shows?
Favorite shows.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple. Obviously, I haven't seen Beyonce.
Yeah.
But,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen.
You're already manifesting it. Yes.
I'd say the most recent one that I've been to that I think might top my favorite is Sir. I went to a Sack concert back in last year in July.
Yeah.
And
He is amazing.
Yes. It's at a very intimate venue.
Love it.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
He was very vulnerable with
Yes.
just his story and like stuff that you would never think is going on with, somebody. And he's like, he uses that implicit into his work. And he kind of told us a story as to how he wrote each of his songs before he performed
the storytelling. I love that.
And
that.
being
Feel
a
so
storyteller,
connected.
yes. So I loved it. The music was just such a vibe.
Yeah.
Like everybody in there, it's just
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thinking of recent shows, I know we're just going up on music, but I saw Cleo Soul
I need to see
here in LA. She only did New York and LA, and I saw her in both because I was like, girl, welcome to America. Like, how are you gonna just have two cities? That's crazy. But her doing the storytelling, she did a little bit of storytelling between some of the songs, and I was just like, Yeah.
Yeah.
When they do that, you just feel like, I don't know, you feel like you're having a little conversation. You're like
Literally.
kikiing with them a little bit.
I know you know.
Yeah, you know, okay, this was the thought process behind this, but yeah, oh, she is one of the best performers I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. So next time you can see her, or you know, just pop over to London, catch her on the show.
I will. I will.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
I'm Ashleigh,
And I'm Ashleigh.
and we're on This Yap.